Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am doing a tutorial. Not really sure what I'm going to call it, but I wanted to use my Nars All Day Weightless Luminous Weightless foundation in a different way than what I showed you guys in my last video, because a lot of people were requesting that I use it, you know, in upcoming tutorials and kind of keep you guys updated on it. I also wanted to use my new Ready 8.0 palette from Bare Minerals. This is the Posh Neutrals, and this is part of their new 8.0 pan palettes. And they have 3 of these. So you've got the Posh Neutrals, the Sexy Neutrals, and the Power of Neutrals, which has been out for like a couple years now, I think. But Posh Neutrals is more of the cooler tone palette. The Sexy Neutrals is more warm, and then Power of Neutrals is more of just like a solid neutral palette. So I wanted to use this in a video because I thought you guys might be interested in it. And I just did this really soft purple eye and some pink lips. So if y'all are interested in this makeup look, then keep on watching. Okay, like I mentioned, I'm going to be using the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I wanted to use this in a different way from what I showed you guys in my initial review video, and I'm just applying that straight to my face. I actually forgot to apply a primer, and I was just wearing my Josie Maran Argan Oil, so I was actually wearing a straight up oil underneath this, and the foundation still held up really nicely throughout the day. So again, as far as like the wear goes, I'm still, you know, noticing probably around like the 6 to 8 hour mark. I could, you know, throw on some mineral veil to help smooth it out, but other than that, it's doing really great. And especially with this oil that I wore underneath it, I didn't have really any problem at all. And I'm using my Bare Minerals Precision Face Brush, which is my favorite foundation brush right now. You guys know that. I don't have to say it. I use it in like every video now. And my shade is Punjab, which is a really weird name. Medium 1 Punjab, in case you're curious. And moving on to my brows, I'm using, you guys know, the drill Anastasia Dip Brow. I literally cannot use anything else. And I actually switched shades. I feel like I say this in like every other video. I literally have probably about 4 or 5 different dip brow shades from where I change my hair color every season. And I was wearing soft brown, and it was a little bit too warm, like a little bit too red, and also too light ever since I dyed my hair darker. So I went with the shade dark brown, which is much more cooler and obviously a lot darker, but it is giving me new life. I absolutely love doing my brows again because it just always turns out with this stuff. It just always turns out, and now that I have my perfect color, it's looking even better. So again, I say this all the time, if you've never tried dip brow, I highly recommend it. And to set the brows, I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is the dark tint one. They only have 2 shades. They have a light shade and a darker one, so I'm just using the darker one more so on the tail of my brow. Moving on to concealer, I'm taking my favorite right now, which is, of course, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is in the shade Neutralizer, and it's got that really nice yellow undertone, so it helps to brighten up your complexion, and it also does a dang good job of concealing. So this is just my favorite right now. I know I've been using it in a lot of tutorials, but seriously, it looks the best with everything. And I'm blending it out with a Target Up and Up setting brush. To set the foundation, I'm using the Benefit Hello Flawless Powder Foundation. Alex talked me into getting this powder. It's not a powder foundation, it's just a powder, a setting powder. Alex taught me into getting this whenever we went to Sephora recently, and I really like it, especially if I want more of a, you know, set look, like more of a matte look, but it works really well alongside the foundation. And to set my under eyes, I'm taking the Nars Crystal Translucent Setting Powder, and I've really been liking this. It is very lightweight underneath your eyes, so it doesn't crease, but it gives you a brightened effect. Moving on to my eyes, I'm taking my Nars Pro Prime Eyeshadow Primer and just prepping those oily bad boys for my eyeshadow. And what I've been doing recently is going in with a lightweight powder and topping my eyes off after I do primer because it helps the shadows blend. So that's what I was doing there. And here I'm taking my Bare Minerals Posh Neutrals palette. Oh, it's so pretty. If you guys are a fan of cool tone shades, you will really like this palette. I'm going to take the light matte pink shade. I don't have the names. I don't have the palette like right by me right now, so I'll have the names listed down below of the specific shades that I used in case you guys do get this palette or if you already have it. But I'm just taking that matte light pink shade and I'm just blending that into my crease with a Morphe MB23 blending brush, and I'm just creating a little bit of definition before we go in with the darker shades. Then I'm taking the pale lavender color, which is actually really pretty in the crease. Like, I was kind of worried it was going to be too much purple, but it actually is just a really nice light kind of lavender transition color. It doesn't, you know, jump out at you, and it's not too pastel-y. It's just really pretty. So again, I'm taking that on the same blending brush and popping that into my crease. And then I'm taking the white shade and I'm actually just applying that on my finger and popping that on the inner part of my lid just to help brighten up that area. This is like a matte shadow with glitter in it. You know how Bare Minerals, they do a lot of those shades in a ready form. So it's got a little bit of shimmer, but it has a really smoothing look since it is more so matte. And then I'm just taking a light cream color shade from the palette and using that as my brow bone highlight. I've been really into matte highlights for my brow bone recently. This is probably my favorite color in the entire palette, and it looks like a shimmery, like dark gray, but it's actually like a shimmering dark gray with purple. I know, big difference, right? But no, it's more purple when you put it on, but in the pan it looks very gray. So it was just kind of a surprise to me when I used it, but it is so pretty. I'm using that on a Morphe brush that's really similar to the MAC 217. Again, I'll have the number listed down below because I'm not sure what it is. But I love that shadow. That's probably my favorite in the entire palette. Moving on to liner, I am tight lining my top lid with MAC Smolder. I know I look like a freak. It's kind of scary when I do that, but a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. And moving on to my liquid liner, I'm of course taking my Kat Von D liquid liner. This is the shade Trooper. And I've gotten really dang good with this eyeliner. I will admit I was totally crap when I first got it because I wasn't used to a felt tip liquid liner. But after you get the hang of it, it is super easy to put on and your wings will be precise every single time. I just, again, can't say enough good things about this liner. For my lower waterline, I'm taking MAC's Eye Kohl in Prunella, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous plum shade. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it. If you like plummy liners, you have to try this one out. It is so pretty. And again, it's called Prunella, and I'll have it listed down below for you guys. Then I'm taking that same purplish gray mystery color from the palette, and I'm using that on a Sigma pencil brush and just blending that into my lower lash line. I really wasn't feeling falsies for this look, so I took my MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash Mascara. Really full name there. But this is a really great lengthening mascara. It reminds me a lot of the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition. It is a little bit more waterproof though, and it's really awesome for your lower lash line. Like, it's the bomb.com for that. Then I'm taking MAC's Gimme Sun Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is a gorgeous, really, really warm bronzer. It does have a little bit more of that orangey tone, and you can overuse it, you guys. Oh my gosh, right here, yes. Oh, girl, what were you thinking? You can very easily overuse this, so be careful with it. I had to go back and tone that down, but it just gives really pretty warmth to your skin. And here I'm just applying a Bare Minerals blush in Sorbet, a really light peachy pink color. For my highlight, I'm taking it back to my Holy Grail, which is of course the Mary Luminizer from the Balm. It gives me a glow like no other, and it'll forever be my favorite. For my lips, I'm taking the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in East End Snob, and I'm just applying that to my lips, not really overlining my lips or anything. And then I'm applying one of my new favorite lip colors. This is the MAC Pro Longwear lip cream in the shade Unlimited, which is a gorgeous pink color. Like, I'm not a big fan of pinks, but this is pretty. And then I just top that off with some NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Eclair, and that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!